Oh my God.
Is that recording?
It's not, yeah. Oh, just do a cheers before it starts.
Cheers.
To life, love. I've got to cut that out.
Cheers.
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 Who are we? Oh. Oh my God.
Smells like, honestly, poop.
It literally smells like like horse manure. And this was £12. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back for another video. As you guys can see, I've got some special guests on the channel. Woo! You might be familiar with some of the faces if you are a long-time viewer. I'm going to start with the more familiar face.
Hi.
Which is my sister. This is Olivia.
Here I am again.
Here she is. Here she is again. Do you know what? A lot of the people were saying, can we have you back?
Really?
They wanted you to be back.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. This is my sister. I'm sure some of you guys know who she is. I will leave, by the way, everyone's social links below if you want to check her out on Instagram or anything like that. She's been on the channel before. She's back again. To the left of me, we have the wonderful Phoebe joining us. Some of you might know her
On the Manchester vlog.
from the Manchester vlog, which now is like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
That's an oldie, but if you're an old
Oldie but
school
goldie.
subscriber, it's a great video, isn't it?
Another vlog, I swear, your birthday.
And
Yeah,
she's in the
birthday
birthday vlog,
Make
but
a
you
mini
kind of like
feature.
appear every now and again in the
Yeah.
background. You're
Yeah.
quite mysterious in that video.
Mysterious girl.
And it's, whoa, whoa. Oh my God, what was that?
That was a stunning tune.
Right, so we are back. Well, we're not back, we're here for the first
We
time.
are back.
We're back at it again. What an advice video. I asked you guys over on my Instagram to send in any questions you have. This can be girl advice, boy advice, life advice, general what the heck is going on in the world. Whatever you want to ask us.
God, what's going on in the world?
By the way, don't know why I think we are going to be experts at answering these questions, because we're definitely not. But we can share our opinions and our 2 cents, and if it helps you, then it helps you, and if it doesn't, then I'm sorry. Like I said, I'll leave everyone's links below. If you're new to the channel, hi, hello, my name is Georgia. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe, click your notification bell so you will know when I upload, and also please check me out on Instagram. I will also leave both of their Instagrams below.
Oh, that's cute.
That is all of that rubbish. We've been talking for actually 4.5 minutes. I cannot cope. This is quite a good one because I think a lot of us might be able to relate to this question. How to get over a boy that you were only in the talking stage with?
Right.
Never had that before?
Yeah, no, I have.
I've never been like
That into someone.
into someone to get over just from talking.
I get what you're saying. So you haven't really experienced
yeah.
that.
I feel like we've might have answered a similar question before, but you can have just as strong feelings.
Yeah.
Like, it does. I don't think it matters how long or what
I
label,
agree.
like.
I agree.
If you have really strong feelings, like,
then
it is difficult.
It depends how long they were talking for.
If it's like a day, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
like, obviously it's a bit annoying if they ignore you, but you've got to just get on with your life. But no, okay, say you were talking to someone for like a few weeks, hypothetical, or like a month. Then.
I think you have
Yeah,
higher
a month
expectations
maybe.
as well, because you're like, what's going to happen? Like, what?
But
yeah,
it's
you
the
make up
unknown.
more in your head of like
Yeah.
what could be.
Do you plan to meet up with her?
I
That's the
don't know.
thing.
It just says how to get
I
over a
don't
boy
know.
that you're only in the talking stage with. I think like any kind of breakup, I would go about it the same, not to the same degree, but like a similar kind of way.
Like,
Feel
go
sad.
out with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, once you
Yeah.
have that
Once-
time to feel sad.
feel
but,
sad.
Like, then try and distract yourself. Like, go with your
Friends,
friends.
meet new people. There's so
Yeah.
many other
Yeah.
people that you're going to meet in your life that are going to, like, you're going to have amazing experiences with. That was just a little, what do they call it? Like, okay, not knob on the belt. That's definitely the wrong phrase.
What does that mean?
Notch on the belt.
Notch on the bedpost.
Yeah, I don't mean that. I mean like that was
No.
that was just another, like, that was just a lesson. That wasn't important in your life. They're out of the
Give
picture.
yourself some time, like some you time, then
Yeah.
some friend time. Just trying to like take your mind off
agree.
it.
Yeah,
Keeping yourself busy,
Busy.
is the best thing.
Yes.
I agree. With any kind of like breakup
Yeah.
Yeah,
situation.
and time as well, obviously.
Yeah.
It's classic time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
time has all, which is so annoying.
And if it's been lockdown as well, and you've just been talking.
Because you've just been thinking
That
about it the
is
whole
terrible, yeah.
time.
Not had anything to distract you.
Exactly. How to feel comfortable needing to size up in clothing / accepting the size that you are. I never really had this whole like, oh my god, I'm a size this now. And I used to be that never really bothered me.
See, that has bothered me before. Because I feel like I'm really aware. I'm like, I start like wearing clothes that like maybe one size up than I used to be, and it is in my mind. Yeah.
But do you not just think, I would rather buy the size that's going to look good? And no one knows your size as well. I say this to my friends all the time.
Knows.
When we see a girl that looks really good in like a dress or something, we're like, oh my god, that girl looks amazing. We're not like, oh, she looks amazing in that size 8 dress.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're just saying, wow, she looks great. Like, good for her. Like, I don't know anything about her size. Yeah. It's all about you and how you, like, no one else gives a damn is what I mean.
Brands have different, like...
Yeah, sizing. Exactly.
So, yeah, that's so true. Sometimes, like, things I buy from Topshop, I find come up tiny.
Completely different sizing, 100%. I also think if it honestly makes you feel that negative, cut your labels out. Sod the sizes. Like, get rid of the sizes.
I agree.
I go into a shop sometimes and I look at things and think, that's going to fit me more than that. And then I try it on. I don't even look in the label sometimes.
And it often looks better. It does look better.
It does when you buy something that's a bit bigger, rather than
whatever.
Like suffocating your body into like that size.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree.
I just think it, again, it kind of takes a while to get into the pattern of
into that
not
mindset,
bothering. I'm going on a first date after messaging online for months and I don't want it to be awkward.
Okay.
Advice?
Yeah, see, I always used to get so nervous before
Going on
dates. Like, I used to get so nervous. But then I was just like, there's nothing to lose. Like, you may as well just go. Like, it's a good experience to have. Like,
Well, we know my experience. I'm not going to go into that.
personally, what I've done is just had quite a bit to drink before.
Yeah, I honestly give yourself a bit of confidence.
Yeah, like...
What would your advice be? Because you've gone on a few first dates,
I've
like
not.
in your life.
I've not.
Actually, honestly,
I've probably been on one proper date in my whole life.
Oh.
And that was the one that literally went tits up. I swear to God. So it's got me off dating.
They have just as much reason to be nervous. Like, sometimes
You're not
you
the
need to
only
think-
one that's
Yeah,
nervous.
you need to think, like, why am I getting so nervous? Like,
True.
you're putting them on a pedestal, like, thinking, why am I getting so nervous?
That's so true.
Just think, like, they have as much reason to be nervous.
As you.
And also,
As
it
you do.
depends.
Very
what-
well, I'm like, are you one of you chopped off of this camera angle? Go back a bit.
I feel like we are a little
tiny bit.
closer.
We're getting a, like just so.
Yeah, that's better.
Do you kind of know what I mean? Is that a bit better?
Yeah, it's gonna look
Because you're
weird.
both in the camera now.
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry about that little incident.
It also depends what you do on the first date. Like, if you go for a meal, that's nice, you can talk. But if you go, like, bowling or something, it might
Doing
it's more
something
fun,
to do.
like
And
an
do you know what?
activity.
Okay, I watched this guy on YouTube once. You guys are gonna die, and he's like a dating advice man or something. Like he gives people advice on
Oh,
like,
I think
dating.
I've
It's really
watched
funny.
those.
Matthew, someone.
Yeah,
He was like,
Well, I used to-
he was like, do something where you
Yeah.
can talk about what you're visually seeing.
Yeah.
There's not so much pressure. Like you and one other person
Yeah,
sat at
yeah,
the table.
yeah, yeah. I've
Let's talk
seen
about
that.
life.
Definitely agree with
Before
that.
strike.
Do something, like, have something to do.
Yeah.
Because it gives you something to talk about.
Something else. Some
Like
other
an
like.
activity,
yeah,
like
yeah.
junkyard golf,
Yeah.
bowling, go ape. Go ape's a great
Ooh.
one. Even though I've never done it, but it's
Go
in the back of my
ape.
mind.
First date, go ape. If a boy took me to go ape,
I'd marry him.
I would call my mum and literally in the toilet and be like, oh my god, I'm rock climbing on a first date. This is
I
not.
think it's great.
I'm the least sporty person. I
Okay,
honestly
well,
have
it
a
depends
breakdown.
what
I'm
type of
scared of
person-
Yeah, at
heights.
least it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of adrenaline.
Depends what type of person you are.
I agree with you. Do something. I totally agree with
Yeah.
your advice that you're giving. Like
Yeah.
maybe do something versus just like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if, by the way, if that's a date you're going on, don't freak out about it. It's fine. Like you can get through it. It's not like the worst thing ever. But it's just a bit easier when there's other things to discuss in case you and him aren't really vibing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Going from friends to more, how? Is it the right thing to do? Help me, please.
Depends how friends you are. Like, is he a really
Kind of
close,
agree with that.
close friend? Or is he just like a friend?
Are they giving off the
Yeah,
same vibe?
yeah.
Are they not?
But then sometimes I think if you're friends, like, one may be scared to say something.
Definitely.
they're
Because they
scared of what
don't
the
want
other
to
person
ruin
thinks.
the. Yeah.
But there's lots of relationships people are friends
Yeah,
before.
I fully
Definitely.
agree.
And then they.
it blossoms
And they're
into-
amazing
yeah,
relationships
and
as
it
well.
blossoms into like,
Yeah. A good thing.
I would just be bold and just go for it.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah,
say
why
how you
not?
feel.
I think it really depends. If they're going to say no, right, and reject you, which is
Yeah.
stupid anyway, but is the friendship so meaningful
Yeah.
to you that you wouldn't want to even risk that?
Yeah.
Like, as in, is it like such an amazing friendship that you think, oh my gosh, that would make it way too awkward and we couldn't get over it? If you think you could maybe get over it and it wouldn't, like, you know, say that if they weren't vibing you, then like that's another conversation. I just wouldn't want to say something and then totally
risk getting completely
just there's no, it's quite a difficult one because somebody has to take the risk, whether it's him, you, whatever. I also kind of think this world and life is so short. Like, why sit around and wait for someone else to tell you how they feel when they might be just as shy, and you might never know, it might be what if your whole life. I just think go for it in life.
I think go
What's
for
the
it
worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
It could be the most amazing relationship.
And
you could get married.
it could be really painful as well, like having feelings with this person and keep
and
being
carrying
friends
being
with them,
friends.
and they start
That's
seeing
so
other people
true.
and things like that.
And
like,
asking for advice on other people and stuff. And like,
Might just mess
I
things up.
agree. So I just think you've not really got anything to lose.
I agree. Just go for it. Is it hard to get a boyfriend at uni?
Well, I don't know. I don't go to uni.
Phoebe didn't go to uni, but me and Liv did.
Yeah. I mean, I would say never go in with the aim of that, because I think the majority of boys that I have met at uni
didn't want a relationship.
I'd say 90%, like 80%,
a solid chunk
are so
anti-relationship.
just like
just want to have fun,
just
single
looking
life.
for like
Literally
they are
girls
so
to sleep with. Yeah. Particularly, and maybe it's just my experience, but particularly first and second year.
Yeah.
Second year, I felt it was just the worst.
Yeah.
First year, there are some guys that maybe would want to go out for it. I don't know. By the way, this is so generalising, and I know we're not supposed to do that, but I'm just talking generally. I'm not talking about everyone.
No, I completely agree though. But then I think if you meet the right person, you shouldn't have to be trying.
And that should change anyway. Like, so say a guy thinks that, oh, I want the single life. But if they meet the right girl, then surely they're going to change their mind. I have caught my boyfriend twice messaging other girls. ... What do I do?
I think I take messaging quite seriously. I think
I agree.
if you're with someone and they're messaging someone else, sorry, they are thinking about that. There's thought going into that.
What would you do?
I would honestly, I wouldn't even. I'd say something. You got to say something.
What would you just in the moment be like?
Oh,
what are you doing? Or would you kind of wait until?
I think it's classed as cheating, to be honest with you. If you're messaging them, it depends what they're saying.
Depends what the messages are.
But if they are inappropriate, I think that's classed as cheating.
I agree.
It's disrespectful to your
100%.
relationship.
Why is he messaging another girl when he's got you?
Yeah, that's just rude, isn't it? At the end of the day, you're not doing that with another guy, so it's obviously not
100%.
okay.
You need to defo talk to him.
We've spoken about this before. Like, this idea of cheating used to be, I feel like, especially when I was younger, like physical, sleeping with somebody else, kissing somebody else, like that was cheating. There's like all these other ways, of cheating. Like, if you wouldn't do it in front of your girlfriend or boyfriend, then it's probably wrong.
Of course, if you're having to hide it, then you're hiding it for a reason. What's the reason? Because you know it's wrong.
If I actually like caught my boyfriend like messaging someone else as well, it would make me think, this is what I've caught you doing.
Imagine what you're doing without me catching you.
Maybe that sounds really pessimistic, but I would be a bit like, So honestly, hon, I feel like you don't need that in your life. You need someone that loves you, wants you in your life, like deserves to have you. Like, and I get that it's not always amazing, by the way. I'm not like naive and think that every relationship is great, but you do need someone that does respect you, and this sounds a little bit disrespectful, so I would 100% question him about it.
100%.
If not, I would maybe even think about ending a relationship. I know that sounds quite
down the
harsh.
line,
We don't know the full story, but
so much more. Like, what is he?
I feel like when you let someone get away with things sometimes as well, they think they can do it again and again and again.
100%.
A bit more of this road today.
Oh, she's on.
She's gone. Bye.
She's on. Bye, driver.
Bye.
And else for some Côte de Provence.
Côte
de sewage.
Côte de Provence.
No?
I'm alright.
Really?
Gosh, how disappointing.
Wow. Well, you need to drink.
I don't drink fast. We know this. I'm not a very fast drinker.
You're very brown.
Am I?
Yeah, you really caught the sun.
Natural.
Wow, darling.
Fucking hell, man.
What happened? Also, the bloody camera's crooked. I think I just went myself.
What is about to come out?
Oh my god.
Right, I won't talk. I'm really sorry.
What, you're gonna just wee? Ready or not, here I come. What is my singing doing? First me to Andre, now this.
Because I really need a wee.
Oh my
Why
god.
don't you go? Because I don't really need. I'm not. No. But I do. It's because I'm laughing. It makes me need a wee more. Go for a wee break. I don't need one.
No, we can take an interval.
fine.
Or what's it called?
Interval.
Begins with an M. Meditation.
Debate.
No, not Madina.
Medium.
Right. No, it's
An
when you go and watch it. Yeah, it's an interval.
Yeah, it is when you go to the
I don't know what
theatre.
M word you're thinking of.
We go to the theatre all the time. all the time.
Especially at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't really have any friends that are boys, so I feel like I don't know when I'll ever get a boyfriend. But I don't really have any friends that are boys either.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends really that are boys.
Friends with boys and like boyfriend material kind of boys are completely
different. I actually agree so much.
Like,
and I think that's not how a lot of people meet their boyfriends.
No,
Definitely
I don't.
not. I honestly don't really have any friends that are boys. I don't.
I don't know why I'm laughing at you. You're making me laugh.
I don't message boys that are friends because I don't have any to message. So it's quite tragic, that, isn't it? So single life over here. Hoping like to make friends with boys and then them have friends and then I could find a boyfriend out of that.
Like therapy for you. Like,
Right, honestly.
You're literally
We're
like.
not even started yet.
I was really hoping that one day I would meet a guy.
No, it's true. I do wish I had guys that were like friends.
I did
like,
at uni. I had a lot more guys that were friends at uni, and then since leaving uni and coming back here, I don't really have that many. I have like a group of friends that have some boys in the group, but they've all got girlfriends and stuff like that. It's never.
It's kind of different when you have a group.
It's like a group
than when
thing.
you're like really
singularly friends with like, one
yeah.
guy. And I also think like going back to the point we all made, that's not how I'm sure a lot of you have gone out with someone. Like that's not when I met my first boyfriend. Like I didn't go out with him through another guy. It was through girls. I met him through some girls.
I often meet the friends through the.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of how I.
Yeah.
We keep going really
One
forward.
step back for man, one giant leap for womankind. Is that the saying? Is it womankind or mankind?
Mankind. Opinions on friends with benefits.
I think they always end in disaster.
So I completely agree. I completely agree. Always end in
I mean,
upset.
I actually genuinely haven't not friends with benefits, but I think from things that I've heard and like
things
from an
that
outsider's
you've heard
perspective,
from friends and stuff.
I just think no. Like I just
I
think
agree.
someone ends up
100%
feelings.
no.
I completely agree.
I agree too.
And I think what's the point in doing that? Like if you like each other or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
one
sounds
person
so
might
awful.
Like
but someone likes
That's
someone
why
so
it comes
much,
about.
they're willing to accept the friends with benefits than nothing.
And you're just lowering your standards.
Which is just a mess anyway, because then you're already setting yourself up for a disaster because you're on two different pages.
Yeah.
However, saying all of this, okay, I'm sure out there in the world, I'm sure someone is going to comment, there are two people that have not caught feelings, that have got a great friends with benefits situation going on.
I agree.
And
Maybe
it works
just,
fab for them. And if that's the case, good for you.
Yeah.
The only awkward thing is kind of transitioning out of that. So say it all went well and things were great during the friends with benefits, and then you decide, right, we've had enough now, like you want a boyfriend or they want a girlfriend or whatever. What are you then supposed to go back to being friends?
It's just
that doesn't work.
But then maybe that's just coming from us. I don't know, personally, I can't have sex with someone and not get feelings. Like,
I think you think sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes it just doesn't. Trust me.
No, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And one always is going to end up getting feelings.
Yeah.
100%. It's just going to happen. And most of the time, don't know, it is the girl, because girls catch feelings more than guys. More quicker. No.
I'm sorry, it's scientifically proven that women actually release a hormone every time, which makes them more attached.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, but also like it can be the other way around. Like you can see someone and just think, no, this is not a boyfriend of mine. This is just a casual.
Depends how long as well for.
I don't want this person to be my boyfriend.
I've witnessed situations though where girls have gone into that kind of thing, and then after a few months, where we've been like, oh, actually,
I've caught feelings.
And then they start to like do things that are kind of like they like the person, and they start to get possessive.
But I think boys can do that as well. I think boys can be like,
I'm not.
We're cool. We're so cool. It's so great, mate. It works out really great for me. Like I can do what I want.
Yeah.
Really, there actually.
Yeah.
I think as well, unless you have really strict. It sounds so stupid, but like. Things in place, because then it's going to get really messy as well. When say like you went out for a drink with your girlfriend and you saw him on a date with someone else, well, is that part of the deal? Can you be with other people? There does need to be some sort
of level
of
respect.
Yeah,
with the agreement.
I agree. I completely agree with the agreement. This sounds like
maybe
writing a contract.
Maybe write a contract.
Bit much.
Do that. You know what? The first boyfriend I have, I'm going to make him sign a contract from previous experience, because you know what? True.
Where's the not shaving the nun?
Like it was shaving a nun. Someone might not know what a nun is.
A nunny. Someone has asked us, because we are experts. We're really not, by the way. I'm just trying to answer everybody's questions here. How do you shave your VV? Like that name. Imagine.
VV.
How do you shave your VV without any bumps / burns, etc.?
Exfoliate.
What?
Oh, that's a good one.
Exfoliate.
Exfoliate. Good razor, not some old rusty
not
dusty
rusty.
thing.
Yeah,
Bin
yeah,
that
yeah.
out, hun.
You need a sharp.
Yeah.
I know this is really bad, but men's razors are so much better. than
Yeah,
women's
just be
razors.
careful because they don't have
They're
like
way
any barriers
sharper.
on them and stuff sometimes. So
really?
you can cut yourself.
Oh,
I
didn't
use the
know
one
that.
that's got the soap already on it.
I know,
Yeah.
like yeah. They say something that's quite oily.
Yeah. To soften the skin.
Yeah.
And I heard, so do it at the end of your shower because
I've
of the
heard
heat.
that.
I saw that on TikTok.
Making like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opens the pores.
I saw that.
I think in the bath, I think is always good because like you
Yeah.
soaked in like hot water.
Yeah.
water. And there are things you can put on afterwards that are meant to like be good for like razor burn and things like that.
Yeah.
So you can always
Like
do that.
something cooler.
Also, I actually think if you haven't tried it, wax is quite a good thing, but not strip wax, sugar wax. So you can buy it from Boots. It's literally like in a tub and you put it in the microwave, and it's like just sugar wax, which is quite good if you don't want to shave. Also, do whatever the heck you want. Sorry, but I feel very strongly about this. Don't let societal pressures tell you what you should do with your bits and pieces.
Wow.
People go and have their whole nun lasered off, okay?
Laser-
Firstly,
I
they
wouldn't
get laser.
They have all the hair lasered
right,
off.
okay.
Firstly, you're putting a laser near your reproductive organs, and we don't know enough about lasers yet. Secondly, say in 10 years' time when it's not trendy to have the whole thing off, which it is a trend thing, that's what it's to do with. Like 10, 15 years ago, it was like a strip, then it was this, then it was, there's different trends come and go, like they do. And you've got rid of permanently got rid of all the hair in your nether regions. I just think people should do what they want based on their decision. It's your bodily autonomy.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother me if Christine down the road. That's exactly what I mean. Like it really doesn't bother me. Like
You do you.
It's
I
your
used to get clarinet lessons,
Smashing thing.
and there was this really minging teacher. And with the clarinet, you've got this wooden thing that you have to put on like your thing, and then you get rid of it each time you use it. Just so
Oh
it's
yeah,
clean.
yeah, yeah. A little nozzle.
And you had to lick it every time you put it on, and so and she used to lick it for me. And
teacher.
yeah.
When
Oh,
you're doing that
sorry.
now.
And I-
Yeah, not coronavirus,
I know,
licking,
right?
gobbing all over your clarinet.
Honestly,
God.
it put me off clarinets.
Yeah. That did it. That made you decided one day, enough.
It put me off clarinets, I swear to God. And whenever I see a clarinet, I just think of her. Live your fantasy.
What do you think about your partner liking other girls' photos? Is it harmless?
I kind of agree with what we said last time.
It really, I'm sorry, there are so many more things that would bother me than that.
Yeah, no, there are so many more things that would bother me. But if it's someone that you've like used to see or something, and they've got all their boobs hanging out, I think it's a bit weird. Like, yeah, you can acknowledge like someone
Yeah, I
else's
agree with that.
attractiveness,
If it
but
was, like,
why
an
do you have
ex.
to? Why do you have to actively like? Okay, you might think it's nice, but why do you have to actively?
Depends who it is,
literally totally
and
depends
depends
then.
what
'Cause
the
if it was an
picture
ex,
is.
and if it was
I
a
think I
nude,
completely
a
agree.
nude of
I
an
agree with
ex, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Depends who.
Or bikini.
And depends
I think
what.
bikini picture's a bit weird. Why are you liking
Personally, I would hate it.
It doesn't
Yeah, social media is such a big thing this generation. Like, why is he liking it? Like, why?
Maybe the reason it doesn't bother me is because I do social media, so I know how like I don't think of it like that. It's what depends who.
A lot of
Yeah.
factors.
Totally depends on their character as well. If
Yeah.
they are so not the kind of person to be messaging people and like,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah.
just wouldn't even.
Also, sometimes I do think guys are different, and they do
I
just
don't even
kind
think
of.
they think they're scrolling and
Yeah,
they're just
yeah,
liking.
yeah, yeah.
Like I don't mean that to be rude to boys because I'm not saying that.
I don't know.
But I also think like I like topless boys photos.
Yeah.
I like
Fair enough.
like good looking attractive men's
Yeah.
photos, and I'm not like
Yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah.
he's fuming about it. I definitely think look, if it's somebody that they've had history with and it's a very suggestive photo, that's a slightly different conversation than like celebrities, Instagram people, or even girls that he doesn't really know, or maybe they're just friends of his and he's trying to just be like kind of polite. I've got a really good friend of mine. He
Yeah.
will
Always,
like every single
Yeah.
photo he ever, and he's been with his girlfriend forever, and it's just a like friend. It
He's a
literally,
friend, yeah.
he is such a good friend. It's literally just a like.
harmless.
Oh my
And I
god,
don't
cute
think
pic.
harmless.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah,
like.
always.
There are other things that
Would
piss
bother
off
me more.
Yeah.
Same. And sad as it is, if they are actually cheating or doing something dodgy, a lot of the time they're not making it as obvious as liking the person's photos who they're cheating with. They're normally a lot more subtle than that, and that's why you don't figure it out. You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but
I don't know what I'm singing about, but I hope you like it. Lord is going crazy.
this boy gives the worst replies, but I know he's on his phone. Is this a bad sign? Is this a bad sign?
Yeah, because he should want to message you.
Yeah.
You should.
We literally last night we watched He's Just Not Into You.
Oh,
Great film.
Great film, gives people great advice.
honestly,
really
the most
recommend it.
relatable film ever.
If somebody is interested and somebody likes you, then most of the time, not every single time, most of the time, you know about it because they make it
Yeah,
obvious.
they make an effort.
And if you are messaging them, then they should be replying. Like, if they're into you, they should just be replying.
100%.
I agree.
It's not like complicated. Why are they overcomplicating
Not
it?
necessarily straight away, but not like a long period. Like, you shouldn't leave it like a
it's
long
just
time.
childish,
Like,
that
you
as
want to have
well.
a chat. You don't
I
want to like
hate
have
that.
like
Yeah.
Like, we're grown
dead
adults now.
Yeah, dead conversations.
And like, I agree. You want it
It's
to
just
flow,
the word.
and like
Just
if you're
flow.
giving
Talk.
6-hour replies,
Oh,
then it's just
it
like,
can't.
oh,
It's
yeah.
impossible.
But there's a difference between obviously if someone's busy, like
Yeah,
every
like
now
if
and
they have a
then.
really busy
So
job.
I know if they say to you at the beginning of the day, I'm just to let you know, I'm really busy today. Got a lot of like appointments and stuff.
I
I'll be
agree
slow
with that.
replies. Completely acceptable, but not when they just are dead replies.
And they're
like,
on their phone.
And
Like,
they're on
look,
their
they're not
phone
on their
as
phone,
well.
fine, then they are doing something.
Completely.
They're literally on it, checking their phone on WhatsApp every 5 minutes and then just airing you, then
Yeah.
that's kind of rude. How to nicely tell someone that you find them toxic in your life and you don't need them anymore.
I personally think just you don't need to say anything. Like just
You just
distance yourself.
because you don't always need a huge massive row in your life. What would you do if you had a toxic friend? Say I suddenly went so toxic on you and I was
put you in
draining and I
place.
kept calling you.
I'd just say like, I'd be like, I'd question it.
I think it depends how close you are. If you're
Yeah,
really,
if
really
you're comfortable.
close,
I-
then I would say something like just so maybe it's a weird patch
And
they're
it
going
could-
through.
yeah.
But like if you're not that close, you're not that bothered, just kind of distance.
Depends if you want them in your life.
And it
how
depends if
desperate
they're
you are
gonna,
for them in your
it sounds so awful. Do you think there is potential then for them to not be toxic and change?
Yeah.
Or is that just who they are and you've kind of like just realised? Have you ever had that with a friend when you've been friends with someone and then you kind of like, I don't know, a while into the relationship, you suddenly think, oh my god, you're actually quite like a negative kind of toxic, draining person.
100%.
And I'm helping you all the time.
Yeah.
And you're just
100%.
taking my energy from me.
Yeah.
A friendship, I
Took
can't think
my
of
energy.
friends I can think of it.
I've
but,
also
like,
got a lot of friends that like don't really listen to me or ask me how I am. They never ask me. They
sign.
never ask me. They always talk about
That's a
themselves
problem,
all day.
Yeah.
And they just
it's
sit and
okay.
talk about them.
alright.
Talk about themselves. And they literally like an hour in, they haven't said like, how are you? What have you been doing? How's this been for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks for
Who?
asking.
Who?
I've just sat here for an hour and given you advice again.
Who is it?
Great. And I love being around people that I can like bounce off of and like want to go out, want to have fun, things like that. I think that's such an important like
Tray. Are we
I think
bouncing?
we are. Like, we
you're
always
so
go out
fun,
and have
honestly,
fun.
yeah.
Oh, cheers to us being fun
Cheers.
and not toxic.
No toxic behaviour here.
This video is actually a mess. It's a absolute fucking shit show.
Guys, I'm churning
Look
through
at
it.
me.
Chug it.
I don't really like it.
Love it.
FYI.
Darling, you
Now
need to
back-
drink a bit.
Come
Right,
on.
Come on. Drink it.
Drink it.
I will go up everywhere.
Oh my god, we're about to find out. My best friend feels the need to resist hooking up with people other than her boyfriend. What do I do?
Ugh.
You need to be like you need to.
Are you happy with them?
Yeah.
You need to be like, what are you doing? Like,
Are you very happy in this relationship?
yeah, like help her out.
Because
help her with the problem.
if you're really like actually resist, like you shouldn't resist. You should just not want to get with anyone else.
It should be just a normal thing, and I think that's
You should be
when
like,
it
oh, I had
gets
to
a
resist
bit
tonight.
dangerous because you're on shaky
ground.
Because
That's such a good point.
I just think
That's
if you're trying
such
to
a good
resist, you
point.
never know what you might do later down the line.
Yeah.
She's having to resist, and there's something gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real here.
Or
If
just,
she's,
like,
if she's
have
even
a-
thinking about it, like you shouldn't even be thinking about that
You
sort
should
of
just,
thing.
yeah, like
You
you should
should be-
just. There's obviously some issues there, so I would just kind of be like, look, I don't want to get involved, it's not my place. I know you have a relationship with this person,
Yeah.
but are you that happy? Because if you're resisting getting with other people, something doesn't seem right. That should just be a natural thing. You don't want to get with other people.
The smart break your heart.
No, it goes, "Dance anymore."
Wait, what? Cinema?
I don't know. "Dance anywhere."
What
Savage
is it?
love.
Savage love.
Break your heart. Looking like an angel, just a. Neighbours can hear.
How to deal with the societal pressure. Somebody's after my own heart, because I really do not like societal pressure.
What does that mean?
Like, society makes you feel like you have to do something, kind of
Okay,
thing.
like be married by a certain age, have a baby. by a certain
Literally,
age, right,
of
okay, fine.
having a boyfriend / girlfriend as soon as possible, or losing your virginity at a young age. We start with the having a boyfriend girlfriend first.
Yeah.
I think that's slowly not.
You
I don't think
do
that's
you.
there
When
that
you
much.
find someone, you find someone. It doesn't like.
I think now I'm older,
Yeah.
and it's 2020. I think less people are like, oh, you don't know. I still get like the whole,
Yeah.
like, why do you not want a boyfriend? It's like,
I get that, but then I think if, you know, say you reach like 22, 23 or something, you've never had a boyfriend. And it
People are a bit
probably would,
judgy.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
I've never had a boyfriend.
people
you
are.
find
Do you think
23?
society are like? There is like an
Yeah.
element of like,
Yeah,
oh, why?
Yeah, to be honest.
Like sometimes you don't want to
But
feel like
I
you have to rush.
personally don't really take much notice of
So
it
that-
because I've not met someone
That
yet.
you
And I'm like,
that's worthy of your
yeah.
time.
No, I do definitely think there's societal pressure there, but you just need to just not let it get
Get
to
to
you.
you.
Yeah. Everyone like has their own like
Pattern of life.
Like, some people might
get-
have a baby at 25, some people might not even like had a relationship at like 25.
Yeah,
like-
someone might have a baby at 40. Someone might find the love of their life when
Yeah.
they're 50. Someone
Yeah,
might
completely.
find their
I
boyfriend
just
when they're
think
15.
Time is just
Individual.
literally.
Yeah.
It's just enough. Like time
Yeah.
is just time. It's doesn't
It's
matter.
not- you shouldn't
put pressure
Pressure on
on
It's just
yourself.
when you meet that right person, it's gonna be great.
How would you deal with society's pressure of losing your virginity at a young age? I think she probably means, I'm just assuming, I have no idea, maybe all of her friends
I've lost.
have lost their virginity,
Right.
and they're all talking about it all the time,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
And maybe she's a bit older and she hasn't, and she feels a little bit like excluded
Yeah.
from the conversation.
But I think you should never. Obviously,
Feel
you're
that.
entitled to feel like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
other feelings, but you shouldn't feel like you have to do something
something
because
because
everyone around you.
doing
I
it.
agree.
Like,
Like it's like
Be
peer
your
pressure,
own,
isn't it?
yeah, like be your own self and worry, like don't focus on what everyone else is doing. And also, like, I don't know about you guys, but the reason why everyone talks about it and like this, that and the other is because they think it's like cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, this is so cool, like I did this. And like, it's like when people like smoke for the first time or drink for the
Yeah.
first time or anything like
Yeah.
that, they all talk about it because they think it like makes them the cool kids in the
Yeah.
group.
yeah.
Your genuine friends should be friends with you because they're friends with you.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a crap about what age my friends have sex with someone. That's not why I'm friends with them.
Yeah.
I'm friends with them because they're my mate.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't. Yeah.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're
Yeah,
in the
they're not in the
with you.
room. Yeah, that's literally.
Unless it's a threesome.
And things really have taken a turn for
Yeah.
the first time. If you could go back and give your old self advice, what would it be?
Have more respect for myself in certain
Oh.
situations. Sometimes, like I should. I do.
You deserve
I
more.
do. Yeah, I do a lot. What ifs, and it's such a bad thing to
Thing.
do because you can't go and change the past.
No.
Like, you just can't.
Yeah. Stand up for yourself.
Yeah,
Know what you
definitely,
deserve.
Definitely.
And like see what's in front of you sometimes
God,
and think,
yeah.
no,
No,
I deserve more in my life
100%,
or
that is
whatever.
definitely.
What would be your advice to your younger self? This is a
Mine
good question
would
to end on, I
be-
think.
Mine would be, don't worry about what other people think about you.
Great
Like,
one.
just have your own self-confidence. Like, who cares if
Who
someone
cares?
thinks?
She used to say to me when we were really young, actually, when we were probably about 9, and we
Really?
used to act very strange on holiday and stuff.
No.
Yeah, we did.
In restaurants and stuff, and kind of sing and run
But
around.
you made me do.
And do you know what she would always say to me whenever I would be like, oh my gosh, everyone's looking at us? Liv would say, you're never going to see them again.
Oh,
She'd go,
how I think now.
you're never going to see them again. What? Why do you
Like
care?
when you go vlogging and you're videoing, you get like you hate doing it in public.
Hate
you're
it.
never gonna see
See
these
the
people
people
again.
again.
But I
Like,
think as I got older,
You get
I
that, you
worried
lose that,
more,
you
which
lose
is
that.
such a shame.
Thing
I
is-
used to
that
be-
youthfulness is so
thing
nice.
is,
Yeah.
when people get like hate and stuff online, I get it affects them, but you don't know,
Know
what
them.
you shouldn't care
Yeah.
about
A random
a random person
person's
what
never
they
met
think
you.
of you.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Like, who cares if they think if
Yeah.
they're gonna have their own opinions on you,
they're obviously very
like
yeah.
that are negative or
Insecure.
whatever. It's their own problem.
I don't mean this in a way to make myself sound like Mother Teresa, because I really don't.
You love
But
that thing.
my advice would probably be stop doing so much for everybody else all
Yeah.
the goddamn time. all the time. I still do that now. Sorry, I do. Like,
Yeah.
I give people all this advice. I help people with everything all the time. Just stop.
Yeah, sometimes just be selfish.
Stop.
Not selfish
Just do
in a
stuff
bad
for yourself.
way. But
Yeah, just be a bit more selfish. Do what you want to do. Don't always worry. I always worry about everybody else all the time and what they think and what they want to do and what they... Sorry, screw them. They can figure it out for themselves. They're grown enough.
Yeah.
You know what I
Grown enough,
mean?
they're grown.
They're grown. They're adults. Like, you don't need to bloody worry about them all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree.
A bit hungry. I want a courgette parcel.
Oh, with the halloumi in.
Strange
Should we have
craving.
We bought them.
No.
Some olives.
You know what? I feel like dipped into some aioli.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna end the video there. I feel like we've had a whole bottle of rosé and we also had a whole bottle of Prosecco.
True.
I feel like we're now starting to chat absolute rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna help any of you guys in any way. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully we helped someone out there in the world.
Hopefully.
I feel like a lot of it was just
No,
random.
at the beginning.
At the beginning, maybe
yeah.
we were a little bit more cohesive. So yeah, let us know in the comment section if you were helped out by our advice or if you enjoyed this video in any way. Please don't forget to check us all out on Instagram. Make sure you like the video so I know what videos you guys want to see in the future. Thank you so much to my lovely special guest, my glamorous special
Anytime.
guest. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching at home, everyone. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Hope you're having a lovely week. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. We'll catch you in the next one.
Ja.